don't need the.
Yeah. Yep.
My clock is showing 7 p.m., so we'll call the meeting to order. This is the Board of Finance meeting for Thursday, April 17th. With the call to order, we'll note that 5 out of the 6 members are here. Nikki is absent, but she did say she would be joining by Zoom a little late, so we'll keep an eye out for Nikki on the screen. With that, I'll move to item 2, approval of minutes. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from 3:20?
I'll make that motion.
Steve made the motion for 3:20. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Brian seconded. Is there any discussion on the 3:20? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of approving the minutes as submitted, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next up is item 2B, budget workshop, minutes from 3/24, March 24th. Is there
I'll make a motion, we approve those minutes.
Steve has a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
And Nate has the second. Any discussion or alteration?
Yes. On
Dave.
page 3.
Yep.
2/3 of the way. Motion by Nikki, second by you, Rob, to remove 50,000 from capital transfer paving line, page 53, bringing the line from 650,000 to 550,000. That should read 600,000.
Catch.
Okay,
Good catch. Yeah.
and then the next line, the next
Should-
motion,
Sorry, it should say 600,000, not 550.
right?
RJ? You good? Thumbs up. Please
Okay.
continue, Dave.
The next motion then by Mr. Lynch and Mr. Wurch to reduce page 53 capital transfers Little League by 4,000 from 12,000 to 8,000, failed 3-3, which I believe is correct. If you look at the vote notice, it comes out 4 yes and 2 no's.
It failed 3-3. I'm sure of that.
Yeah,
it did.
I'm not arguing
I
that
understand.
point, but
I'm just
somebody,
confirming- I'm
and it could have been
confirming
me
it.
that
I
voted
don't
no.
know, I'm confirming it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the recording of the votes is incorrect.
Okay, boy, I'm not sure other than going back to the video. how
I-
correct
you know,
that- Unless folks remember exactly.
I'm not calling anybody out, but I know I did, and I know you did to pass it, and I think Nikki did,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I made the motion.
Yeah,
You-
and I
you made the
made the
motion.
motion, you seconded it, and I know Nikki went along with it.
You-
Well, you
I'm almost
voted no
That's
here.
correct.
You said you voted.
Well, then
Do
that's,
you remember how you voted?
No,
You don't remember how you
No.
voted? Or you voted no?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Probably no, but I don't remember. I can't verify that.
Yes.
Could we table the approval to the next meeting for these minutes or no?
Good idea. We can look at the Zoom meeting recording. and confirm.
Yeah, it can be checked. It's just that,
Yeah, I think we could check it and then we'll come back. We'll reopen it if it's a problem with checking. But thank you. Yeah. Just so it's
Okay.
not hanging, because that's,
Yeah.
so
we know it's 3-3 and it
yeah,
failed.
that's correct.
Right, right.
I
Okay.
remember that much.
Anything else, Dave, or anyone
No,
else?
I don't have anything else.
No. Okay, so, the recommendation is to, well, not the recommendation, the request is to,
Verify the vote.
yep, first to change the paving from 550 to 600 on the reduction, and then verify the yays and nays on the vote. So all in favor of the motion with the exceptions called out by Dave, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you, Dave. Next is item 2C, budget workshop minutes of 3/27. Any questions or concerns there?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, that's right, I can't discuss it.
second it.
until we have a motion.
I'll second that.
Thank you. And the motion by Brian and the second by Steve. Any questions around, or any comments or changes on the minutes from 3/27? I will, I'll ask for 2. And actually RJ was kind enough to help me with these, that were identified. If you go to page 4. I don't have the original, I have the modified, but talks, the section, where Brian Lynch asked, Bill Steglitz the total reductions. To achieve a 1.5 mil.
Mhm.
It says that he mentions 150. It should be replaced with, W. Steglitz initially stated that a $200,000 reduction was required. The following screen share reviewed the budget spreadsheets and confirmed it would be 150.
Okay.
Just if there's any, that was discussed in that
Right.
fashion, so.
Sure.
Okay, and then on page 5, Nikki made her motion as it's set there, the motion by, I mean, it might be on 4, it might be on the bottom of your 4. It's Nikki's motion. Brian seconded it.
Yep.
To send the budget, with the corresponding numbers to the town meeting. That was later modified, to send it to the Board of Selectmen for presentation at the town meeting. It's nuanced, but it was corrected to be correct. Any,
Your comment is, as my recollection was correct.
okay. Any other comments, questions, edits? Okay, all those in favor of accepting the minutes with those 2 modifications that I just outlined, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Excellent. Okay, we'll move on to correspondence. The first is a letter from James Clark. Did everyone get the letter?
Yeah.
Everyone see it? It was a FOIA request. And it's being handled, addressed, and answered appropriately. The second item 2B is the BOF year-to-date budget. Everyone should have received that as well from RJ. Okay. I have 2 more to add. Some of you may have seen it today, some of you may not. Nope, that's the tax collector's report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have it.
And then, I don't know if we need to add this every month because we get it every month, but Bill Steglitz's financial report also came out earlier this week.
Mhm.
Anything else? Did anyone else receive anything that they would like to share with the group? No, okay. That'll take care of correspondence. We'll move on to item 4, citizen comments. We'll start in the room. We're far less popular in this meeting than we've been in the past, but that's okay. That's okay. Any citizen in the room would like to make a comment?
I'll let my shirt do the talking.
No citizens in the room. Any citizen online would like to make a comment at this time? Okay. We'll move on to Selectmen's update, item 5. Amy, for Selectmen, you have the floor.
Good evening. I only have fun things to talk about tonight because there's a lot of activities happening in town for residents to participate in beginning tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow, Saturday. We have our annual Easter egg hunt at the Common. There will be a special visit from the Easter Bunny at 1 p.m. Then on Tuesday, April 22nd, there'll be at the school at the 1909 building, the Riscavage Auditorium Open House, beginning at 6 p.m. There'll be tours of the museum and the unveiling of all of the work that's been done in the Riscavage, including, I believe, Dave Labs has been there completing his mural. So public invited, please come to this. I think it'll be really exciting. So that's this coming Tuesday, April 22nd, again at 6 p.m. Saturday, April 26th, we have the Little League Opening Day Parade, leaving from the library at 11 a.m. and heading to the fields on Redbridge Road. There's also that same day, the Tiger Car Cruise from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is sponsored by, I believe, the student leadership team at Turtle Lot Memorial High School, maybe. But it's the Turtle Lot seniors, I think, that are running it, and it is to benefit Community Fire Department. Last two items, Maker Fair is coming up on May 3rd. That's in Riverside Park from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The annual Memorial Day Parade on Memorial Day steps off from Town Hall at 9 a.m. And we have made the effort to actually close Route 12 for the safety of the participants in the parade this year. We had some issues last year, so we wanted to nip that in the bud. And the last development that's exciting is, it's only taken a little over 8 years, but the developer, John Gumpert, has taken title to 929 River Mill. And that officially happened last week. So we will finally start seeing some work getting done, hopefully starting this summer or fall. So that's all I have to report.
Excellent. Thank you, Amy. Any questions for Amy? I had one, Amy.
Yes,
I don't think we resolved it through the budget because it was a fiscal 25 question. Are we all set with the camera?
yes. The
Yeah,
school,
funding
so,
wise, funding.
yeah, we're gonna be able to pull it from whatever remaining funds we have in the town hall repair account. You're talking about the camera on the ballot box.
The one required mandatory
Yes.
state mandated camera
And
by July
IT,
1st, that one.
our shared IT department with the school, we're gonna be able to tie into their system. And, they were they, even though you had offered another vendor who came in with a good price as well. And then we had a third vendor that came in with a decent price. The camera systems that we're going to be getting from the same vendor the school uses integrates into their system.
Excellent.
So it just made more sense, and we do have the funds for that, so thank you for asking.
Great. Any other questions for Amy? No. Okay, we'll move on to item 6, school district update, superintendent of schools, Melinda Smith. Melinda did notify me that she would be out. It's a school vacation week. And I asked her if she could just send me a brief update that I could share with the board. Just a few bullets. I have a page and a half. I'm gonna be quick. It's a good update. There's 3 sections. I'll just read it quickly for the group. Because she couldn't make it here tonight. She said, as reported to the members of the Board of Education at their monthly meeting held on 4/7, the school department available budget as of 3/31 is $39,934. This includes a total of excess cost reimbursements with the additional add-on passed by the legislatures for the fiscal year for a total of $230,000. This balance does not include the 3 additional special education out-of-district tuitions since 3/31/25. We had 2 students move into the district requiring an out-of-district placement and an internal student requiring more intensive services. This is about an additional shortfall of $160,000, according to Bill Stegmans. As you know, the budget was frozen in September. Bill and Melinda have only allowed essential spending as the cost of special education is almost at $1 million over budget. Melinda has directed Bill to start closing any open purchase orders, which may help offset some of the expected deficit. Melinda anticipates that the BOE will direct her at their May meeting to inform this board that the district will be overspent in FY25 due to escalating special education costs. While none of this is good news, she wanted to remind the BOF members that the district did their best to halt programs and cancel the purchase of curriculum resources, along with not rehiring a couple of necessary positions for the remainder of the year to keep special education impact to a minimum. The school department simply cannot continue to operate this way. She urges all members of the Board of Finance to ask Thompson citizens outside of herself and BOE members to lobby our state legislature by giving testimony or writing letters about the special ed costs and the state of the town. Perhaps a letter to the state reps from the BOF will force folks to take notice. As an FYI, she had a few townspeople reach out to her to better understand the BOE budget. This is refreshing that folks are asking questions and getting accurate information. Item number 2, enrollment. It's not changed. 360 in the elementary, 265 in the middle, 178 in the high school, total enrollment 805. And then some district highlights. Theater production of Annie was a success, a great success. Over 80 students participated in the performance and behind the scenes activities associated with presenting a musical. The play was directed by TMHS 2024 graduate Maxine Hazard. It was great to have an alumni back to enhance the theater program. The leadership roundtable, spearheaded by Heather Santos and Cindy Ouellette, was another major highlight. TMHS students learned all about aspects of town government by shadowing board members, department heads, etc., all responsible for running Thompson effectively. Each student then made a presentation at a luncheon prepared by the TMHS culinary students. And then lastly, I won't repeat this one, it's around the Turtle Lot Trust in collaboration with the Historical Society are having the open house for the Rascavage on Tuesday, 4/22 at 6 o'clock. Any questions for Melinda? Okay, thanks, everyone. We thank Melinda for sending that in. Item 7, financial report, Bill Stiglitz.
Property taxes at 21.6 million collected, 96% of budget, a little bit behind where we were last year, but that's Scott's working away. State and federal grants look alarmingly low. However, there's one big item that will bring us right into line that arrives on April 30th every year, and that's the other half of the ECS grant. So we're actually tracking there, even though that looks low. Local revenue, same story that we've talked about throughout the year. Well ahead of schedule. Miscellaneous revenue includes the reimbursements in the first payment or second payment actually on the original tax liens. And investment income continues to be strong at 186,000, 97% of budget. So we'll meet that over the next 3 months. Expenses committed are 8 million, approximately 81% of the budget. No surprise here. Snow and sand is over budget by 86,000 due to higher usage and overtime. And municipal insurance was slightly over due to higher premiums. On the financing front, we have received the $5.8 million bond anticipation note proceeds. Those were used as follows. 4.2 million was transferred to the HVAC project. That's to act as the money to get it rolling and also to give us a little bit of a head start on the reimbursements. Hopefully that will play out according to plan. The remaining $1.6 million of the 5.8 combined with the previously received $400,000 track reimbursement, thank you, Tira, was used to pay off the original $2 million track and school security ban. A little update to move to 7A. A brief update on the audit. The financial statements are in draft form. They are currently under partner review. The auditors could not present this evening because, as you might imagine, they're up to their neck with finalization of the tax season. At the moment, the plan is to have them present the financials at the May meeting. I can report so far no significant adjustments. The surplus numbers have held. And by my calculation, we're looking at our surplus ratio increasing from 5 and change to roughly 9 to 10%. That reflects, keep in mind, this year is a very different story, but we're talking about 2024. So we had the benefit of an incredibly mild winter and actually pretty good special education numbers. So those, as I'm sure you guys have heard me say 100 times, those were the drivers for 2024 that led to that improvement. We did have a couple other things helping out there. The FEMA reimbursement money that we were able to land helped out a bit too. So that's the finance update.
And that also includes the money that was returned from the school. I say return, that was.
Yes,
back. That was
yes,
the same
because
year.
that
was last year.
as the auditors say, that resets, the transfer to the non-lapsing funds actually happens in the following fiscal year.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.
Just
While
one,
we're on the, please, go ahead, Dave.
just a question for Bill. The unreserved sounds very good at this point, but just based on what we've heard regarding special ed,
Good change.
Right.
how do we stand?
So there's a couple of things happening in special ed, as Melinda mentioned. Well, actually, she mentioned both of them in her report. But the one that folks probably haven't heard a lot about is earlier this year, at the end of last fiscal year, the state had come out and said that they would be reimbursing us at 100% of special ed costs over what I like to call the deductible. So what happened in reality was they increased the deductible from about 96,000 to 104 or 108, 104 per student.
104 and change.
And then they came out and said that essentially we'll be getting the same reimbursement percentage that we used to get. It's 65, 66%. So the money that we had counted on from special ed excess costs to help knock down some of the overage that we're seeing this year, unfortunately went away. and we won't be getting a heck of a lot more. Now, we are in line to get, I believe it's a whopping $40,000 more from a special appropriation that they put in recently.
Yep.
But in essence, it looks like we're going to get $230,000 in total back, when we were expecting, under their previous announcement, approximately $340,000.
So that's, we're short in that.
Yeah, that was a very unexpected blow.
Thank you, state.
Right, it was incredibly frustrating.
We keep electing the same ones.
Yeah.
Shame on us.
We'll get the same results.
Yeah,
Anything else, Dave?
no, I just wanted to make sure that,
Yeah, it's.
we'll be hitting that fund significantly July one.
Unfortunately, the trends that helped us in 24 have flipped, both of them, both the winter and special ed
Yeah, I
in
think
25.
we'll pause and see where we land after we
Yeah.
close this year out. I mean,
Yeah.
Roughly every 300,000 is a percent, right? So you can do the math,
That's right.
That's 100 and then we're running a tough year at the school.
Yeah.
Brian, did you have something?
No, I'm still
Okay.
trying to keep my food down after hearing that.
Mr. Chair,
Disgusting.
just to let you know, Nikki entered the room
Okay,
at
do we know about-
7:19.
At 7:19,
Yeah.
thank you. I do, while we're on the topic of the audit, we need to discuss as a board, that needs to be submitted in April if I'm,
Yeah, the intention is that it will be filed in April.
to be filed in.
It's not at all unusual for it to be filed prior to being presented to the board.
Okay.
That's normally actually how it goes.
Okay.
Timing was a little bit off this year because I don't speak on their behalf, but I think there may have been some staffing issues at the auditors.
Then we're fine, and if we were to invite them to the May meeting.
To the May meeting, yep, that's the intention right now, and I actually spoke to them today, so we're talking daily.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.
Anything else for Bill? No, okay, we'll move to item 8, Turtle Lot Fund Update, Board of Trustees.
I haven't seen this month's statement yet. But I will reiterate, if anyone's interested in going to the Riscavage, it looks fantastic, and I can just imagine that the murals that Dave Labs is in process of completing right now are just gonna look unbelievable.
Yeah,
So,
I'll second that, Bill. I was there for the roundtable, leadership roundtable. It looks awesome.
yeah,
It's something, certainly something to be proud of as a town and as a school.
and funded through the Turtle Lot Trust,
Mhm.
just for the record.
I think the event is funded through the Turtle Lot
Yes.
Trust.
Yes.
No, that's great. That's great. Any other questions on the Turtle Lot Trust? No. Okay, on to new business. Any new business? Does anyone have any new business from the group?
Good.
No? No new business? Okay. We'll move off of new business item 9. We'll move to item 10, old business. Any old business? Okay, no old business. We'll move to item 11, citizen comments, round 2. Any citizen in the room would like to make a comment on round 2? Yes, please state your name and
I
address.
thought you were just gonna show the shirt and move on. You know,
Jessica Bolte, 1081 Riverside Drive. Girl Scouts will be at the transfer station Saturday, 8 to 2. It is the last chance to purchase Girl Scout cookies this season at the transfer station. So buy them. I have 8 girls who are entering to complete their silver projects, so they need funding. So please purchase your cookies. We take cash, check, credit, and debit, and Venmo and PayPal. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? No, anyone on Zoom? Any citizen on Zoom would like to make a comment at this time? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 12, Board of Finance member comments. Is there a Board of Finance member that would like to make a comment? Wow, I have 3 and they're really short. First one is be sure to vote. Next week, referendum 24th. Second is on the 24th, we'll Zoom that night and we'll have our special meeting that'll be posted. I'll be remote for that. But I'm looking forward to that very short meeting that we have that evening. And then the third, I just wanted to share a little background work that I was working with Bill a little bit, kind of looking at the budget numbers and the impact. We talked about this during the budget, and that is the impact on motor vehicles. Motor vehicles going down as a result, and many of you have been through this cycle where they go down because the mill rate's gone down, so the cost to the citizens goes down as a result. This year is really extraordinary because the reset of the values are going down
Yeah.
on average about 20%. Then you take the pull down on the mill rate. It's quite significant. And I was actually quite surprised in the total bucket of what that meant.
Yeah.
And to put it in perspective for the total bucket is that we, as a town, the costs between the school and the town went up about 1.5 million. The budget that we pushed forward is 1.5 million more in spending. The impact of to the reduction of the automobiles is 1.4 million. Do I have that right, Bill? It's 1.4 million. It's a big number, a big number. So I just bring that up to bring it to life in terms of the full impact, and that moves the other way on the tax for the
Right.
citizens.
Mhm.
That's a reduction. It averages about $128 per vehicle. So a family or a property with two vehicles,
Right.
it's about $250 less. That would help offset the upkick in the.
Once again, thank you, state legislature.
Yeah.
This,
Made
this,
this year even more interesting. So I just wanted to share that. That's all I had. Anybody else have anything?
they're killing us.
Motion
Yeah.
to adjourn?
That motion?
Steve made the motion to adjourn, a second.
Second.
Brian seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you, everyone.
Jesse, you selling?
What?